Hey guys, it's Chris from GoFilmNow.com. We're going to be talking about how to make a film today. A general topic, but very important. There are 3 stages to making a film. Stage number 1, pre-production. You may have heard of it. Pre-production is essentially this. You are crafting and writing your story. You are getting your story done. You're understanding your story arc, who your characters are, what the plot points are, what your beats are. If you guys don't know the words that I'm saying, I would recommend checking out some storybooks. I've included a list below. You can check it out. Things like Save the Cat and some other screenwriting tips. You want to have a solid story before you start shooting. And that's why pre-production is so important. Not only do you want a solid story, but you want to map out as much as you can. This includes things like shot lists. This includes things like your script and your characters, who they are. Also things like timing, budgets, all that stuff happens in the pre-production phase. It's so key, it's so important. It takes time, it takes energy, but if you do the pre-production right, the production is much easier, which leads to stage number 2, production. This is the fun part of making a film, in my opinion. This is where you shoot. This is where you start to tell your story. All right, so you're on set, you're making things happen, you're shooting scenes, you're recording dialogue, and you're actually capturing the story that you planned out in pre-production. This is so key, all right? You gotta get things right here. You gotta make sure you're getting your shots. You gotta make sure you're telling your story, which leads to our 3rd stage and a pivotal stage as well, post-production. Again, these are broad parts of how to make a film, but post-production is essentially this. You guys might know this, it's a good reminder though. This is where the story is crafted. You captured it in production. Now in post-production, we're going to craft it and shape it. This is where you edit the film. You cut it down, you cut out the chaff, and you only keep the good meaty stuff, right? You cut off the fat and you keep the meat, and you really let your actors and your dialogue and your characters shine. All right. You'll also do things in post-production like color grading, scoring, sound effects, adjusting sound to help serve your story. Another element of post-production for small filmmakers and for indie filmmakers is something very key, which is marketing. All right, you're thinking about, how am I going to market this film? How am I going to get it in front of people that will enjoy it? Am I going to post it on my Facebook, or am I going to send it to festivals? This is key stuff here. You gotta know it and you gotta understand it. Post-production is extremely important to get your film in front of people. And also to craft and shape the story and ultimately release it, right? That's what we're all looking for, to release an awesome film that people watch, that people enjoy, or maybe they love it, maybe they hate it. It depends on your style of filmmaking, but that's essentially how you make a film, guys, in those 3 steps. Pre-production, production, post-production. Do not forget them. Hope you guys enjoy. If you want to find out more about those areas of production, click the link below. Check out GoFilmNow.com and you can read some articles on all 3 of these areas. I'm not an expert in all 3, but I'm getting there. I'm starting to grow, I'm starting to understand, and I've documented a lot of my processes on that site below. Check it out. Thanks, guys.